What's up, everyone? Welcome back to No Credentials. I'm happy to be back. It's week 9, episode 9. Back here with my guys. I'm excited. Zane, he's sick.
Zane's on IR right now.
Yeah, he's on IR, so shout out to him. Hope you feel better soon. Yeah. But I got Evan and Chap with me, and we're going to break down the usual. You know,
we're back.
Yeah,
we're
we got
in our,
yes, sir.
Our normal spot.
Back in the OG
Feels
spot.
more
We're repping the Panthers after their first win. We deserve to be repped. We got the dub.
I mean, they
first
like
up,
looking at the
Patriots.
Patriots. Me and you, only ones on them.
Yes, sir.
I
tried to tell him
he sold the lock.
He sold the lock.
Yeah, sold the lock. Yeah,
they fucking clowned me, I'm sure, for the fucking tackles lock, and it hit.
We did.
So, boom, both of them.
We absolutely clowned the shit out of you.
Yeah, both of them that I sent smacked.
I couldn't even say what I was so upset. I couldn't even say the dude's name.
Yeah, it's like
it's
Foyesay to Luakin.
We started. Sure.
We
were sitting there.
I feel like it's Madden.
We were sitting there hanging out before we started recording, and you sent the text on what your lock was, and I was like, bro, how do you even say that? And we started arguing about who had to say it. We were like, you have to say it. Like, nah, Chad, you gotta say it. Like, Zane, bro, you have to say it. Like, no one knows who to say it. So then I got talked into saying it. But that was funny.
I see you had all of Dasani or some shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Anyways, you ended up smacking.
I took the lock. Panthers got their first dub.
Yeah.
This lock this week that we've cooked up is the
fire.
episode. Yeah. Fire.
Stick to the end to hear is.
Let's get to our pick'em records.
Yeah. Well, anyways, good week coming up. So yeah, pick'em records. So last week, Zane, he went 3-2. He is now currently 36-25-3.
11 games above 500.
Mm-hmm. No, still hasn't gone under. Yeah.
Still not under 500.
He's clipping.
He's clipping. He's getting it.
Could be hard to catch.
This week's going to be a slope for him. Yeah. Slump. Chap went 4-2-2 last week. He's now 31-3. So he's in second place alone. And then me and Evan, I went 4-2-2. He went 3-3-2, and we're both tied at 29-32-3.
Yeah, what pushed the Browns pushed at 4.
Yeah, Browns pushed at 4 against the Seahawks, and the fucking Eagles pushed against the Commanders 7.
We had it at 7.
So so those were our 2 pushes.
We get all of our lines. We record on Thursdays, if you guys didn't know, and so we get all of our lines on Thursdays. We're actually recording Friday today.
Yeah,
but so these lines are as of Friday.
So let's dive into it for week 9. A great game for the morning to kick off football Sunday. Miami at KC in Germany. KC -2. What you got?
Let me take this one. I love the international games. London's been great.
Yep.
Loved international games. Germany last year, I think Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
And they got lit.
I can't remember who they played, but I remember the Buccaneers playing. I remember watching the game. The stadium was hype. It was awesome.
Oh, everyone was lit.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Yeah,
it was a great game too. Like I'm pretty sure it was like a pretty. Like it came down to the wire. I thought.
Yeah, they played the Seahawks, and they won 21-16.
21-16. Yeah, it was a really good game. I think this is gonna be the same. I mean,
it's wild goat stat. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
It's Chiefs Dolphins.
First quarterback to win an NFL game in 3 different countries outside the U.S.
Oh, Tom Brady.
The GOAT.
Wrap it around.
I mean, Tom Brady's the GOAT. You can't question it. But anyway, 2 of the best teams in the league here. KC, Miami. I mean, this is the matchup. This is the best matchup so far this year, probably.
No, we kind of had it at 9:30.
You can argue Cincinnati, Buffalo is also on this slate. You can argue that's one of the best games of the year, but obviously KC, Miami. This is prime time. I mean, standalone game's prime time. It's in the morning, but this is prime time game.
And this is like a potential AFC Championship matchup.
Yeah,
for the playoff
100%. 100%
preview of
100% is.
So, and we're kind of getting into the play. I mean, we're not quite there yet, but
it's halfway. We're not in the playoff talks yet. Like we're not seeing the graphics of in the hunt.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But in about 3 weeks, they're gonna be popping up.
But this is what I've been saying all year. It's week 8. This is when you can start
week
9. You can really start looking into you really know what teams are pretty much week 9. Like there's still questions you have about all teams.
Well, there's a whole lot of questions this week with the quarterbacks playing this week.
But
we still know what those teams are.
You can kind of see how the league's going to kind of unfold. Obviously, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. But you can kind of see the path of teams. You know who the good teams are, the mediocre teams are, and the bad teams are. But it can be a combination of any of those.
Yeah.
In those slots, you know what I mean?
100%.
But I'm taking KC to get to the point. I'm taking KC because Miami, great team, like you said, can make the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
But so far this season, they've played two great teams. Eagles, Buffalo got smacked in the mouth. All their wins are mediocre teams.
Mm-hmm.
So another, again, defending Super Bowl champions, Patrick Mahomes, primetime game. They're gonna get smacked in the mouth again.
I don't think they get smacked. I think
they lose
by.
They lose by 5 to 7. They lose by 5 to 7. We cover this 2 easy. I'm not worried about.
I think it's
going
to
to
be a shootout.
Take the old at 5.
Honestly,
take the old at 5, 5.5.
I think this
they
game's a
they
shootout.
beat them easy by 2. Easy by 2.
I mean, the Dolphins are explosive. Tyreek Hill. I mean,
The Chiefs'
Dwayne
defense-
Boser's been playing.
The Chiefs' defense has been very underrated.
Well, let's talk about how
Like,
Miami's defense
Chiefs'
got
defense is
better.
playing
Ramsey
very
had
good.
or not touchdown, but an interception last week.
Yeah.
Almost took it to the
Ramsey
house.
back,
If
so
it's-
he's got it
honestly,
there
he
as
would have
well.
took it to the house, but his blocker went to go cut the dude,
Yeah.
and that got in his way.
Didn't his coach be like, I thought you told me you were going to get a pick 6 or something?
So this is actually, I
did.
don't know if you guys knew, but this is actually Tyreek Hill's first game against KC since he's been
Really?
traded. Yeah.
Really, it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
He scored a touchdown.
Wow.
Oh, he might score 3.
He's scoring a
Yeah.
touchdown. For
Like-
sure.
See, there's certain players you gotta look out for on revenge games.
He's
Yeah.
scoring a touchdown.
He's one of them.
KC.
He said he's getting
Revenge
2K this year, and he's not stopping the train or the pace he's on. And Kansas
He's got a
City.
chance.
He's gonna. I think we could
He's on
actually.
pace to shatter. He's
We
on
could
pace for like
be-
2,100.
If
right
he
now.
stays healthy, we could be witnessing history this season with the receiving.
He
yards.
better get it in 16 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
better
I'm
get it
only-
in 16 games.
I'm only
He better get it
respecting
in 16
Yeah, I'm
games.
only respecting it if
He better get it in 16
Which is
games.
2K in 17.
That's why, like,
but
this-
not the record.
That's
Oh,
why, like,
exactly,
JJ Watt, his 22.5, he tied the record. Really, you can almost say.
You mean TJ Watt?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I said JJ. Sorry. TJ
Yeah.
Watt,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
tied the 22.5 Michael Strahan's.
Yeah.
He did it in 14 games.
I know. Yeah, that. Imagine if
He
he
did it
had.
in 14 games of
that
a
COVID
set
year?
of a
That COVID year?
No.
No.
It was 2021, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. Of a 17-game schedule in 14. Like,
Yeah.
he'd have shattered the record.
Yeah, he would've-
So, like,
he
you
probably
almost
had
got to
30.
say he really had the record.
Speaking
you know
of
what I
T-
mean?
speaking of
and
TJ
that's coming
Watt.
from a big.
Oh, we're not on TJ Watt.
But he better get it in 16.
I guess to get to my point, like
Yeah.
you said, when Miami has played good teams, they've lost. So, I think it's going to be a shootout, but I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes in what's essentially a pick'em game. -2, give me Kansas City. Travis Kelce, touchdown. Yeah, that's my take on it.
KC.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go ahead and share Zane's because he's on KC, so that makes me
All right.
the first
wolf.
lone wolf.
Lone wolf?
Yes, sir.
Lone wolf.
Lone wolf.
Okay.
Miami, I think they're gonna win this game. I agree with you. Shootout. I think it's gonna be a nice, high-scoring game for.
What's the
overseas.
total on it?
51.
51?
Last time I checked it, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
I
like
think
it.
I
It's
would over.
51.
I like an over.
Over for sure.
I like
I, think
an
I
over.
could see like 30, 31, 34.
This is like the biggest
type game.
dilemma for me of the year so far is whether I get up and go hunting or if I watch the night.
Dude,
just
I-
because
you
this
gotta
game
watch
is
it.
prime time.
Yeah, I can't-
I'm telling you,
Voices.
I don't know if you watched the game last year. That stadium was one of the best atmospheres I've ever
But
seen on an NFL
For
game.
y'all who do
Yeah.
hunt,
Like,
you know it's
it
the
was-
rut. So.
They were singing songs. You remember? Did you watch the game? They were singing songs
Yeah.
and shit. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
sweet, dude.
Lit.
It was sweet.
I
It's
forgot.
gonna
I
be
was
a
gonna say
great
something about. I was gonna say something about Miami, but I forgot. Fuck, I don't know. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm going with Miami.
Tyreek better get the record in 16, or does it
Yeah,
count?
I mean, he's going to. But yeah,
Next game
so
we
yeah,
got-
Miami +2, definitely winning outright. It's gonna be a great game. Can't wait to watch.
Because like if you get Calvin Johnson 17 games, he'd have had
Yeah,
in that 17th game, he probably had 150.
I'm pissed. I forgot what I
Come
want
on.
to say.
Calvin
But anyway,
Johnson,
so next game, Minnesota at Atlanta. Atlanta -4 is the spread. So yeah, what y'all kind of say
I
about
think
what
the
you
spread
want
is,
to take this one?
to me, this is a pick'em game with both
Yeah.
these organizations basically turning it around and starting new quarterbacks. Atlanta, I like that they made the change. We've been shitting on Desmond Ridder all year, so we'd seen this coming. I think they should have made the change anyways to Taylor Heineke beforehand. But I still think -4 is too much. Like, for me personally, Minnesota still has weapons. They still have momentum. They're coming in
You're
hot.
back.
But
Excuse
they
me.
have this rookie. What's it? It was
Jaden Hall.
Jaron Hall.
Jaron Hall.
You're
Jaron
betting
Hall.
on Jaron Hall.
I mean, he looks like a dude.
He does look like a dude.
I know Heineke's good.
Out of BYU.
Noah Heineke's
Look at him in his suit. Like, he looks like a dude.
Like, he looks like a QB.
He came from BYU, dude.
He's 6 foot.
He came from BYU.
I mean, they still have weapons. They have
You know who the other quarterback? You know who the other quarterback in the league
Hawkinson.
is?
Like, they still have weapons.
You know who he followed at BYU? Zach Wilson. Come on.
Okay. Come on. Zach Wilson's the starting quarterback in the NFL right now. Just saying.
I'm pissed. I
Give
remember
this guy
what I
some
was going to
juice.
say about that.
I think it's too much. I think 4 is too many. I think if it was like a 1.5, where
If Zach
I would
Wilson
put the
was
line, I would take Atlanta, but +4, I think.
If Zach Wilson was the quarterback of the
For
Vikings,
Minnesota
for
right
Minnesota
now?
in this game right now,
Yeah.
and if the spread's the same,
I'm taking
you're still
Minnesota.
taking Minnesota.
Yes. Why are you? I'll tell you why later. Whatever. Jets
Heine-
are not a bad football team.
They're not. They're not. But that's
So you're taking
I
Minnesota.
think that's because
I
they're-
like Minnesota.
I think the
Plus
Jets
4.
aren't bad
I think it
because of
should
that
be a
defense.
pick'em game. -4 is too much for Atlanta to lay when their offense really isn't that good. I think Arthur Smith is not that good of a coach. They don't use Bijan Robinson like they should. Drake London ruled out today, so they're missing one of their biggest weapons. So Taylor Heineke is coming in for his first start in Atlanta with a coach who we don't really like his play calling style.
I don't like
He has
that.
Kyle Pitts, he's supposed to be a god, but he's really not.
sucks.
He's been picking it up the last
What
few
other
weeks.
weapons do they have? I mean, I just
Drake
don't.
London sucks. Bijan
He's out
Robinson.
this week.
Bijan.
They got
Bijan. He sucks
in
in
Algier.
yeah.
So
Bijan Robinson, dog.
Minnesota's problems
Algier,
really
dog.
on the defensive side is not with the run game. It's more with the passing game. And with that being said, I just think this game is too much. -4 is. I think it's more of a pick 'em. I'm excited to
So-
see what Jaren Hall has because I think this Minnesota locker room wants to win. I think they're a good ball club. I like Minnesota to cover +4.
So the rule I follow in betting is, and I get this, I've gotten this from other people, but the rule is backup quarterbacks first start, you ride with them.
They're both backups.
Well-
let me get to my point.
Sorry.
The backup quarterback's first start, you ride. Second start, you fade. Both backups, like you said, coming in. Who's the better backup?
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke by a mile.
A mile.
I mean, if you
By
have to bet
a
your money.
mile.
You don't know that.
No,
By
we know that.
a mile.
I mean,
like
we
you
technically
said,
don't because he could come out and have a Will Levis type.
But
That's what I'm saying.
Will
He
Levis-
has weapons. He has one of the best tight ends in the league. I already said it.
But like I said, like you said, I mean, the 4, I don't think it should be 4 either.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm kind of scared on the 4, but I'm still going to ride with Taylor Heineke over Hall, whatever his first name is. I'm going to ride with Taylor Heineke. The 4 scares me though, but I'm going to ride because that's what the spread is. So give me the 4.
No, so-
I mean, I'm scared of the 4 though.
So
I'm scared of the 4.
Zane's on Atlanta, and so am I. I'm taking Atlanta -4. I honestly
Oh,
think.
So you're
I
low
love
on the
this.
Vikings.
I honestly think that I think
I
Atlanta.
think Minnesota might win outright. Go ahead.
No, I think it's actually going to be Atlanta 10+ dub. I swear.
I hope.
Taylor Heineke.
I don't know.
Taylor Heineke way better than Desmond Ritter, and
Wait.
they still have Bijan. They
Wait.
still, yeah. I think they're
don't give the ball to
Minnesota's
Bijan.
deep. I know, but Minnesota's
Minnesota's
defense
defense
is not
sucks
very good.
ass, dude.
And Atlanta, they just came off a game where they just let fucking Will Levis get fucking 4 TDs.
Yeah.
Just got the
So
words. So
exactly,
back
but that motivates a team.
They're
They're
not
not
gonna
gonna come in and get fucking torched by Jaren Hall.
by a
They're gonna
sixth
lock
rounder.
up.
I
I think
bet
it's a
Jaren
6th
Hall
or
has a
7th
good day.
rounder.
I bet he does.
I bet he has 2 picks and 180 yards.
I think he gets the ball out quick to T.J. Hawkinson. T.J. Hawkinson's going to be due. He's going to be the safety blanket.
Which, don't get me wrong, I hope so. I have TJ in 3 leagues.
Big investor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's paid off well, but
So Zane's on Atlanta too, so this is my
Yeah.
lone wolf.
Yeah, so
I
you're
love
lone
it.
wolf.
I
So
love it.
2 lone wolves back to back.
I love
Okay, I'm pissed.
I gotta catch Zane, and me and him have 2 picks same so far.
Mhm.
I don't let it affect me.
Who has Zane's picks?
I have it.
You have them. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, you have them.
So, all right, next game. So, real good one here. Also, sketchy
I wonder
line.
how many me and Zane have the same. Cause I gotta
It's
catch them.
Seattle at Baltimore. Baltimore -6 is the spread.
It's a big spread for 2 good teams that are at the top of their division right now.
Niners are top of their division over the Seahawks, right?
To see
Oh,
no,
no,
Seahawks
Niners
already
have lost 3 in a row.
L's.
Niners have lost 3 in a
Yeah,
row.
the
Yeah.
Seahawks have had their bye. They're at the
Shout out
top.
Houday, lock of the week, 6-1 on locks. Fucking watch the episode to get the lock.
So for me, 6 is a lot when you just look at it, kind of. But I feel like I'm going to be different, so go ahead and you guys go first. I feel like I'm
You remember how you tried to tell me the Bengals weren't going to win last week? You remember?
Okay, well, actually, so I'm going with Baltimore -6 because it's a West Coast team coming over playing at 1 p.m. So Seattle's going to start off slow, and I think Baltimore is going to use that to their advantage at home to start off with a 14-0 lead, and then by the time halftime rolls around, Baltimore's just going to keep rolling. Seattle will fight back a little bit because they're a good team, but I think that ultimately Baltimore is just going to they're going to keep running hot. Seattle almost lost to PJ Walker.
I'm going to piggyback off
Browns
you for sure.
So, I was thinking about it. I was going to pick Seattle because I didn't like the -6 spread, but the more I think about it, this feels like a game that's going to be a low-key blowout.
What I like about it is when you think -6, I thought it was big too until I go and actually look at their game scores, and every win that they've had, they've won by more than 6, and then they've lost, or besides the Bengals game was close.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so they're, that'd be 5
What are their other games? Tell me their other games.
All right, so they've lost to the Colts, and they've lost to the Steelers, so that's 2 L's, and then the Bengals, so they'd be 5-3 against this spread if their spread was -6 every week.
Who they beat?
Probably was not. They beat the Texans. They crushed the Browns. They covered against the Titans, and they smoked the Lions, and then they just beat the Cardinals by 7. So to me, home, like you said, I like the Ravens to stay hot. I think the Seahawks secondary still sucks. They have an okay thing going on offense, but Baltimore's defense I think is good. I think they keep rolling. I think they're motivated. I think they're actually going to. I think they're going to win the division this year with the way that Cincinnati started off.
I still think they're but
I like Baltimore -6 a lot.
I like because really what gets me is the fucking West Coast team coming to play at 1 p.m. People sleep on that. That I do it every single time. Once I started actually paying attention to that, every single time.
I just like
they fuck these
Lamar, Gus Bus, Zay Flowers.
Let me see if there's a stat.
So I'm on Seattle because I do agree with the travel thing. I do believe in that. I think that is a real factor. But Baltimore is a good team. That schedule's not bad. They have beaten good teams on that schedule. But I think Seattle is also a very good team. I think they're a very slept-on team. Geno Smith is performing very well this season. Kenneth Walker is performing at an offensive player of the year type level. The Seahawks are a very good team. And I think they can go in here and cover the 6 against Baltimore, who's also a good team. Like I said, yes, but this is a very, like you said this when we were talking about picking the games. This is a very good slate this week. This is a really good slate.
Yeah,
I love
really good slate. This week of football is going to be fun to watch.
Look, real quick.
I'm kind of excited. I'm happy Cincinnati's on primetime because I get to watch a bunch of good ass games and then watch the Bengals stomp on the fucking Bills.
Dude, what the highlights? Fucking 9:30 Chiefs Dolphins. Then at 1 o'clock, the best game is probably Seahawks and Ravens.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
And then 4 o'clock you got Dallas and Philly.
Yeah.
Which I won't be watching because the Panthers play at 4 for some reason. And then primetime fucking Bengals and Bills. I was talking to my boss earlier today, bro. He was like, "What a fucking week!
What a slate!
Yeah.
What a slate this is!"
So
but anyway,
lit.
I'm on Seattle because Seattle's a great team. Seattle's a very good team. They're a playoff team. They're going to come in here at 6 is too many points. They're going to cover the 6. I wouldn't be. I'm not going to bet they win outright. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. But they're covering the 6. I'm confident on the 6.
I'm just not ready to buy in on Seattle yet. Their losses are to the Rams. They lost big. Anytime they really faced a high-powered offense, they've lost.
They
barely beat the Lions.
PJ
They beat them
Browns.
in overtime, and they would have. If they didn't beat the Lions in overtime, they would have.
When the Seahawks are on, their offense is high power.
Let me tell you their wins. Their wins are against the Panthers. Their wins are against the Giants. They lost to the Bengals. They beat the Cardinals, and they beat PJ Walker. So they beat everybody who they're supposed to beat, I guess.
Yeah.
Besides the Lions, and then they've lost. They should have beat the Rams, in my opinion, if you're comparing the teams right now.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just not ready to buy in on Seattle. I think Ravens are more the real deal. I like -6. Who's Zane on?
You're kind of fucking selling me,
Zane's
dude.
on Seattle. Zane's on Seattle. So
I don't want to bet on Baltimore either. You know how I am.
I know.
You know how I am.
I know you are, but Man,
I'm with you.
Like, I think if you go back and
really
look, I don't really remember off the top of my head, but if you go back and look, I've probably bet against AFC North every week other than Cincinnati, obviously.
yeah.
I
I mean,
probably
you haven't
have.
bet on the Steelers.
But, and it's obviously hasn't been working, look at my record.
Hey, you said go
But
with your gut. I'm going with my gut. So.
I'm kind of sick that you changed.
I just think 6 is too much.
I wanted to be the fucking low wolf again.
I just think 6 is too much.
I've been on Baltimore.
I'm staying with the 6. I think 6 is too much.
Ew.
I'm staying with the 6.
Okay. All right. So you and Zane on Seattle, me and Evan on Baltimore. So
There's still a couple games I'm iffy about on the slate.
Yeah.
So.
Good game.
That's gonna be a good game. I'm probably gonna watch that one.
For you.
At
one.
Yeah.
You want to go to CJ's at 1?
We'll see.
Hit up CJ
We'll see.
O'Malley's.
If I'm not hunting,
I might
dude.
come with you.
I'll be back. I'm not gonna.
My dad has to work Sunday. That's where I watch the games at. My dad has to work, so.
Okay.
What else?
He's not gonna be home until 4 o'clock.
So-
Next 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, next one top. Tampa Bay at Houston. Houston -2.5 is the spread. So I'll go ahead
Yeah, go
since
ahead.
I watched.
what happened
Houston.
to why'd they sell us last week? Sold us
Honestly,
last.
I
Because the
couldn't tell
Panthers
you. I
were
think
due
the
for a
Panthers, they were due for a win, and we just played really good on defense. So I mean,
They shut CJ down.
Was that
165 yards.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, 100. I knew it was coming. I felt it all week, like we were gonna fucking.
I feel a little bit of Panther juice, but
Dude.
we're not there yet.
But yeah, CJ Stroud 165 yards. So yeah, 165 yards last week. So I think that Tampa. I like Tampa +2.5 because they're a more experienced team than Houston, even though it's at Houston. If you look at Tampa, they're 3-4 right now, but their losses are to the Bills, the Eagles, the Lions, and then the Falcons.
Yeah.
So that's 3 of the best teams in the NFL, and
And the Falcons.
the Falcons is a division game.
Yeah.
Like, so they're not bad.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Baker's good. Like they've been close. Like the Bills, they lost by 6. The Eagles, they lost by like 10. You know, the Lions. The Lions was a bad game, but they didn't get blown out. The Lions only scored 20.
I don't know. I don't
Like,
have a whole lot of thought on this one. I
Like
just,
all the games, the Buccaneers, I don't think they've given up 30 points. Like so,
defense is good.
they are solid, and I think that it might be another rough going with CJ Stroud because they have no running game really.
Yeah.
And so like if they can't throw, then they
Pierce,
can't
I believe,
work.
just got ruled out. So
He
Oh
did?
really?
I'm
So
pretty
yeah.
sure he's not playing. So I think it's going to be
But yeah,
a
so
Singletary show.
that's what I'm saying. Even at home for
Might
Houston,
be-
I think
Starting.
Tampa Bay is going to want to be looking to stay in the division race in the South, so I think that they're going to take this game seriously, especially coming off. I think they just came off a loss. I could be wrong, but they're gonna take they're taking this one on them.
See, I don't know.
I'm
Plus
with
2.5.
you on Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay this week. I think Houston's. They're not the worst team in the league. They're not as bad as I thought they were going to be
Definitely
preseason, but they're still not a playoff team. Tampa Bay can win their division.
Yeah, because-
Tampa Bay realistically isn't a playoff team, but the way their division is,
They're not a
they
playoff
are
team.
because they can still win their division.
Yeah,
Houston's not winning their division. They're not catching the
They're
Jaguars.
not catching the Jags.
So it's like Tampa Bay's still fighting for a playoff spot. Houston knows they're not. So Houston also, they're not necessarily saying they're going to go in there and try and lose the game or they want to lose.
No,
They're
it's
not
a
gonna
home game.
try.
They wanna win.
It's a
They
home
wanna
game.
go-
Absolutely,
they
they
wanna
want to win, obviously. But I think Tampa Bay is more of a veteran team. Baker Mayfield's been playing well this season, not lights out like everybody thought he was going to play because his first 2 games were lights out. But he's playing well, and I just think Tampa Bay can go in there and win the game. I like them outright. I'll take the 2.5, but I like them outright. I think they can win the game.
Yeah. Not for
they're
me.
gonna win.
So-
For me, I just think Houston knew they were supposed to get the dub last week. CJ Stroud, for the one time this year, let his team down. I think he's bouncing back. I think he's going to surprise people. And I mean, not really. They're the favorites, but I like Houston. Without too much thought in it, when I just look at it, Tampa Bay versus Houston, I'm like, the way I like Houston.
If this pick loses, I wouldn't be surprised because
Yeah.
Tampa's not anything special. either.
Dane's on Houston.
But-
yeah. Zane's on
So-
Houston, so we got
We're
gonna
split.
split
you two on
two.
Houston,
Yeah.
and we're on Tampa Bay. Yeah, I like that. I mean, personally, I hope Tampa loses, but for the Pick'em records, they got it. They got it in
Yeah.
the bag for sure. I could see a 7-point Tampa Bay
Yeah.
dub.
I can't see a 7-point. I can see a field goal win, 4-point win.
Nah, you come back to this pod, it's gonna be a 7-point dub, or more by 10.
It's gonna be an ugly ass game. Ugly
I
game.
don't think so. CJ Stroud hasn't had an ugly game all year. He had 2 picks. I
don't think he's gonna. I'm not saying he's gonna throw 2 picks.
Yeah,
He didn't even turn the ball.
He said
I'm not saying he's gonna throw 2 picks, but I don't think he's gonna go out there and throw for 300.
No.
I think he's gonna go out there and throw for 2.
Okay.
And it's a 20-16 win Tampa Bay. Easy. I don't know. That was the Thursday night game last night, but something like that. It's gonna kind of look like that. Nothing really going on.
We'll see.
No.
Not a game you want to watch. Not a game you want to watch. But
24-13.
I'll
24-13 bucks.
I'm not gonna watch.
24-13 bucks. I'm not watching either, because I'm gonna be watching the best game of the weekend. Indy at Carolina to kick off our 4:00 games. I don't know why the fuck we're playing at 4:00, but whatever. Indy -2.5 is the spread. Let me just go ahead.
Indy versus Carolina in Carolina at 4:00.
Yeah,
in Carolina.
random as fuck.
Yeah, if Cincinnati played at home at 4:00, I'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, unless it's prime time.
Yeah,
you
don't play prime time at 4:00.
Or that's what I'm
It's
saying.
Sunday night, it's in Cincinnati night.
Yeah,
They're like, no, it's 4:00. It's Buffalo. I'd be
So let me just take this one.
Why?
Let me go ahead and say I called out the win. I said it last week. I was like, I don't know if y'all shouted
We called it.
Yeah. I was like, give him the
shout,
fucking dub. I was like, we got this shit for sure. And we locked up first game with the new offensive coordinator calling plays, and it worked out. Bryce, 235, 1 touchdown, no picks, 70% completion, 118 rating. So and that's all sacked, and that's all with him being sacked 6 times. So he was under pressure all game and still delivered, had a game-winning drive, his first one of his career. I think this one, he's going to have his first 300-yard game, 2+ touchdown. Dude,
the
yes,
Colts defense
the Colts give up so many points. I think he's eating. That's what we needed, that win. Now the whole team is juiced. Huh?
Should we sprinkle that?
He's not going for 300.
Sprinkle over 300.
Oh,
what's his over?
I might.
What's his over?
His over is probably 218, 220.
To piggyback off
300?
Yes.
To piggyback off you for sure.
Yes, dude. They're hold on, wait. They gotta finish up. They're fucking juiced up after that win. They're at home. It's Frank Reich's old team that fired him last year. He already said that he's extra motivated to get the dub.
231.5.
Yeah, it's
231.
300.
It's actually more than Gardner
300
Minshew, surprisingly.
300 plus, because the Panthers are pretty decent.
Yeah, and the Colts were
but no. So Carolina +2.5 easy. We're getting our second dub, and we're gonna fucking take this one at home easy. The Colts they'll run, they'll give us some problems, but their passing game, which we locked down CJ Stroud last week, their passing game is worse than the Texans, so we're gonna have no problem with that. And
I can't believe I'm actually gonna say it. I think Indianapolis is a worse team than Houston, and I was big on Houston beating Carolina last week. With all what you just said,
we're confident now.
At home,
we have no reason to tank. We have no reason to tank.
Do you realize?
I'm riding it. I think
you guys realize Zach Moss is 3rd in the league in rushing. And Jonathan Taylor's the lead back.
But all we have to do is sell to stop the run, and we're fine.
Let me look.
I think Josh Downs is questionable. I seen
you're kind of selling me a little bit on the Panthers.
Questionable for
we
needed to practice on Friday.
I was confident in the Panthers last week because I knew where they would do.
I'm telling you, bro, we're confident in this game.
I'm gonna go through.
We have no reason to tank. We're going to try to win every fucking game.
Week 1,
I'm
gave up.
Week
1,
first time of the year, I'll bet +2.5.
Week 1, they gave
I'll
up.
even be happy with a 1-point L.
They gave up 15 for 75 and 2 touchdowns to Algier, 10 for 56 to Bijan on the ground.
That's one of the best rushing teams in the league.
Yeah. And then, let's see, the Saints without Alvin Kamara.
Kamara's a dog.
Without Alvin Kamara, Week 2. Taysom Hill, 9 carries, 75 yards.
Damn.
Jones Jr., 12 for 34 and 2 touchdowns. Javonte Williams, 9
34
for 20,
yards,
9
that's
for
not
29.
shit.
The Colts
Two
just are
scores.
not
Yeah, 'cause he
good,
got
dude,
to the
though.
1
The
yard
defense
line.
is not
Okay,
good.
okay. Against the
The defense
Seahawks.
is horrible.
Against the Seahawks. I'm going to go down the line.
Kenneth Walker. Good
Against
rush.
the Seahawks, Kenneth Walker, 18 for 97 and 2 scores. Charbonnet, 9 for 46. On the ground.
But
Vikings,
I-
Alexander Madison, who's been ass this year, 17 for 95. Come on. Like, they're giving, I mean, you're facing the third leading rusher
Yeah,
in the
but it
league,
doesn't
and
matter.
Jonathan Taylor, who's
It doesn't-
fully
it
healthy.
doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't
Dolphins.
fucking matter. Panthers are winning this shit by 20.
Dolphins. Raheem
Dolphins
Mostert,
have been
17 for 115 and 2 scores.
So they played some good rushing offenses.
Yeah.
And they're about to play one of the best in the league.
And
What
we're
are we
fine,
talking about?
But like, look, the Seahawks, the Dolphins, the fucking
Last week,
like they all have good passing
Last
offenses
week
too.
they stuffed the run against
Vikings.
Pierce and Singleton, but that's a bad rushing team. They have been
I'm
bad
saying,
rushing
okay,
all
but,
year.
but like, look at all the other. Look at all
They're
the
about to
teams.
play the Colts.
Look at all the teams though. Seahawks, fucking Dolphins, Texans. What was the other one?
we agree
They-
those
they-
are all
they all-
great rushing attacks.
Yeah, but they also have good passing attacks too. The Colts don't.
but they have one of the best rushing
They can't-
attacks.
you can't
in the
be
league.
one-dimensional.
Their rushing attack is better
Can't
than
be
all of
one-dimensional.
those teams you just named,
Can be one dimensional.
and that's a fact because the third leading rusher in the league and
I mean-
Jonathan Taylor, who's fully healthy now.
Yeah,
They're
but
gonna
like
run
he
all
hasn't
over.
really done.
They're gonna
like,
run all over you,
What's
dude.
his last?
Like,
Okay, yeah, but that doesn't matter. We're still gonna win the game.
no way.
Yeah.
No way. They're going to control the clock, play defense, and run
I
the ball.
know Zane's gonna
And
be
your guys'
strong.
offense is not that good. It's not
Zane's
good
on
enough.
Indianapolis.
Our offense
I'm sure
is-
he
The
got his
offense
chops
is not
up.
good enough to overcome it.
I'm sure he got
It's
the
not.
chops
Yes.
set for sure.
It's not.
Our offense is gonna show out. This
You
time.
know he got the chops
It's gonna
set.
be. It's gonna be a. It's gonna be a. This is gonna be the first high scoring game that we're in. It's gonna be. Look at every game the fucking Colts have played. They've given up like 100
like
points
30
each
fucking
game.
points every game.
Yeah, it's gonna be our breakout game on offense. With the second game is Thomas Brown calling the plays. We got the juice. We got the momentum at home. It's gonna be a fucking 31-30 game. We're winning.
Give me Indy with -2.
We're
I think
winning.
they run all over.
We're winning.
I think they run all over.
We're fucking winning. Let's go, Evan. You're
I'm
with me this
winning. I'm
week.
winning this
You're
week.
with me this week. Let's
I
go. You
can't.
learned last
I
week.
learned.
I can't.
Yeah,
They're
well,
just-
fuck you.
The rushing attack's too good.
We're split.
It's too good.
I mean, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I
I,
think
can't
they're- I
wait.
think
They
they're
better not
alright.
let me down. They better not.
I was with you last week, dude. I knew the Panthers were going to win last week. I was
We're
very
going on a win
confident,
streak,
but not
bro.
this week.
We're on a win streak. We're winning this game and winning next and Thursday against
Do
the
you-
Bears.
We'll see. We'll see how they look this week.
You guys are kind of
I
like,
already
we
said
talked
that.
about this on a previous episode, but like, you guys are kind of like in a limbo spot. Like, you're 1-6. You don't have your first round draft pick. Like, what do you.
We try to win every fucking game.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we
know,
do.
but like,
Like,
you're
it's a
1-6.
because
Like, you're in the
look,
deepest
look,
hole.
Yeah, but they want people to come play with
But
them
if
next
you,
year.
if you look at the,
It's
if you
NFL
look
free
at all,
agency.
if you look
Who
at the
knows
rest of
about
our
that?
schedule, if you look at the rest of our schedule, our two toughest games are the Cowboys and Jags. Those are probably guaranteed L's. But all the other teams are winnable. So I'm just saying, like,
you're telling me you're gonna.
I'm not. No. Listen. I'm not saying that we will, but I'm just saying like it's not totally unrealistic for us to still finish 9-8. Like we could go on a run.
You're gonna
Bro.
win. You're only gonna lose 2 more games the rest of the season.
Why is that unrealistic, bro?
Because you're
listen.
1-6 right
The
now.
Panthers in 2013 started the season 1-3, 12-4. You can fucking do shit like that. Like
1-3 and
Well,
1-6.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not on my hype too.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Cincinnati
But
was
look-
1-3
look at all the
this
teams-
year, and they're
look at all-
4-3
look at all the
now.
teams
I
you played,
understand that
fucking
1-3 talk. I
two-
understand that.
two
But
division
1-6 is such a deep hole.
I know, but look, 2 division games. The fucking Lions,
Division
Lions,
games are the
Seahawks.
toughest games.
Yeah, Lions, Seahawks, and Dolphins. That's our game. That's our L's. Those are. I mean,
We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take
Carolina's
Indy this
still a
week.
bad team,
I-
but Indianapolis is not a great team either. I'm
Yeah.
taking Carolina. I'm riding their win train.
I had to talk about it as much as
I
possible.
don't-
We
I
don't
don't
get
know.
to a lot.
I
I
don't
fucking
know.
missed last week.
We don't
so.
talk about the Pats a whole
All
lot.
right, so the actual one of the best game, well, the best game at 4:00.
Okay.
Dallas
Best game
at
at 4 o'clock.
Philly.
Because the best game
it's
is
the most
slate
hype
coming
game.
up.
Okay, it's
Best game at
I
4
don't think it's the
o'clock.
best game this slate.
At 4:00.
Yeah, it's the best
Yeah.
game
The
at
best
4
game's coming
o'clock.
up.
But
Yeah.
but we all
Dallas
know
at
what's going
Philly-
to happen.
Philly
we
minus
all
3.
know what's happening.
Yeah.
Philly's favored. It should be more
This
than
is easy.
3. I fucking hate the Cowboys every fucking year. Here's the hype train. They started off 1-0. Fucking smoke the Giants. Giants are supposed to be good this year. They're not. Danny Dimes comes back this week. I'm not expecting him to be good. The Giants are just not good.
They
smoke the Jets, whatever. Then they fucking lose to the Cardinals, and everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? I thought they were a Super Bowl contender. Not everyone, not me, but fucking America with everything that Fox does for the Cowboys.
America's team.
I fucking hate them.
Ugh. Then they go and smoke the fucking Patriots. They lose to the Niners, come back to reality again. They just beat the Chargers, and then they just smoked the Rams. Now the hype's back on the Cowboys. They're not good. To me, the Eagles are the real deal, and the Cowboys are sitting at 5-2 as the fucking frauds that they are every year. I'm taking the Eagles all day. Dak Prescott, if you're a Cowboys fan, to you, this should be a must-win, or you're done with the Dak Prescott era. Like,
I can't believe
what more can you watch?
Be done.
How can you keep watching? They're not done. They're in my phone again.
You have to be done with Prescott.
They're in my phone every week. Cowboys fans, bro, we're going to shit every fucking year.
Cowboys suck.
We're back.
Cowboys
are back. No, Cowboys suck. And they're going to lose every fucking big game they play. The fucking Philadelphia Eagles only got better with that safety signing. They're 7-1. They're hot. They're coming in. They're whooping Dallas. Give me Philly by like fucking 10.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I agree with you, and Dallas is fraudulent as fuck. Philly's covering the 3 easy.
For sure.
Easy.
I almost want to make it my
Dallas, talking about more about
my
Dallas.
fucking money.
Dallas, they're gonna make the playoffs at 11-6 or 10-7 just because it's a weak NFC and they'll finish
10-7 is what the Cowboys will.
Like that's what they'll get in and they'll lose fucking first. They'll lose the wild
because
card.
the Cowboys
they'll lose wild card because they'll
games.
have to go on the road. They're not good. Prescott sucks. They're not good. Pollard's not what they were hoping he was gonna be. He's been struggling with injury as well, but he's God. This is easy Eagles. They're rolling
makes me
right
sick.
now. The Eagles are gonna trip up. The Eagles aren't gonna go fucking 16-1. The Eagles are gonna trip up, but it's not this game. If this was Dallas at home,
tripped up against the Jets.
If this was Dallas at home, maybe I'd think about it a little more.
Yeah.
But this is easy in Philly. Easy.
They'd sell it even more.
Easy.
This makes me sick. Just looking at the script that I know I'm gonna have to hear. They're gonna lose to the Eagles, come back to reality, and then here's their next 4 games. They play the fucking Giants. They're gonna smack the Giants.
They're going to take an L to the Panthers.
They're going to smack the Panthers.
They're going to take an L.
They play the Commanders. They're going to smack the Commanders. Then I got to hear it all
Commanders
over
again.
All over ESPN. Then they have a primetime game against Seattle. God, it makes me want to... I hate it. It makes my stomach sick. That hopefully they beat Seattle, but then 4 out of their last 5 games, they'll come back down. They'll barely sneak into the playoffs and they'll lose first round. Because 4 out of their last 5 games, they have to play the Eagles again. Then they got to go fucking get their ass kicked by the Bills. Then they got to go play Miami. Then they're going to go play the Lions again on primetime. Let's not... Oh, my God. Primetime Cowboys. This is part of why I hate them.
I hate them.
And then they finish out their season against the Commanders. It's the same fucking script every year. I'm not buying in. It's
gonna be the most classic Bears or Cowboys season this season.
The
most classic Cowboys
every year.
They're gonna take it.
Hand them the script.
Yeah.
You're gonna hype America up. We're gonna give you the most TV time out of every team in the league. Blah blah blah. We try to make you our.
And honestly, you know what they might do?
Every year you lose.
Honestly, you know what they might do? They might fuck around week 18 and fucking smoke the Lions and go into the playoffs as a wild card and like, oh my god, they might upset. Whoever they're going to be on the road.
They're going to sneak in.
They'll probably
lose.
And they'll probably play San Fran first round, but they just smoked the Lions the week before, and everybody will be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
They might catch the Niners. Debo's a little hurt or something like that or something, but no, they'll go in there and get fucking smoked. It's going to be a classic Cowboys season.
I said it at the beginning of the year that Dallas would take a L in the 49ers in the playoffs again.
Yeah.
But so with this game in particular, so I got Philly -3.
Yeah.
Which Zane has Dallas, so
Zane's
won't.
This is where we catch a game on Zane.
Zane's lone wolf Dallas, but let me just say, Zane is 11 games above.
Yeah.
500.
He hits long.
So obviously he knows something here, and that's why I'm saying I think this game is going to be a lot closer than you think. Like I think it will be.
Who's Zane on?
Zane's on Dallas.
Yeah.
So. I mean, I don't.
But like I just told Chad.
Either we're all idiots or I'm an idiot. I think he's the idiot this week.
That one, yeah. But look, he's 11 games above 500, so obviously he knows something. That's why I think it's gonna be because Dallas knows they need to fucking win this game. Like they know.
So they do
need
every other year.
I know, but like this game,
Then
this
they run a
magnitude,
QB
the
draw,
division,
can't get the spike off.
they're gonna
in the
play,
playoffs,
and
win
you
the game.
they're still forgetting. Like the Eagles just signed. The Eagles just
Just got
signed
better. They're getting
their
healthy.
safety, but it's only his what he. It's like has he even played a game
It's
yet?
gonna be on Dak's
He's
shoulder.
not going to be playing that
'Cause
often.
Dallas's run
They still
game
have
has
a
not been
28. They still have a 28 ranked passing defense. So like
Got better.
Dallas is cooked against the Rams, which the Rams don't have a bad defense.
Yeah,
Like their
they're
passing
okay.
defense, they're not bad. Like
Aaron Donald isn't. I don't.
That's
think
all
Aaron
Dallas
Donald
does.
is
That's all
good.
Dak does.
I don't
is
think the
beat
Rams
up on-
defense is
on
that
average.
good.
They're
They're
average
okay.
guys.
the
They're
Rams
average.
defense gave
They're
up. The
average.
Rams defense has given up one passing touchdown all year until last year.
serious?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
just
saying
happening,
like.
though. Might be talking shit a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's just
saying.
how I
Like,
did
and
not
the Cowboys went in there and fucking
Good stat.
whomped them. I mean,
That's a
I'm
good
not
stat.
saying that the Rams are anywhere near the Eagles level at all, but I'm just saying they got momentum. They know they need to win this game. I mean, it is at Philly, so it's going to be tough, but I really see a 28-24 game. Eagles.
I think Philly blows them out. I think this game falls on Dak's shoulders because their run game hasn't been that great. They're going up against one of the
Which
best
that's
fucking
true,
front lines.
but-
Their O-line hasn't played as good as it's supposed to be. This game's going to fall on Dak's shoulders. He's going to choke. They're going to
And
get
it's not prime time though, so like
I mean,
Cowboys.
the whole world's going to be watching.
yeah,
They're
but
on
it's
Fox
not.
at 4
But it's
o'clock.
not. It's not.
Like-
it's not Monday night or Sunday night. Like
I mean, everybody who watches football on Sunday is forced to watch Dallas Philly. I mean, I'm excited, but more because I just want to see
I'm
Dallas get
kinda-
their ass kicked.
I mean, I hate Dallas, and I think Dallas and Philly is one of my least favorite matchups. But
I just don't like either team.
Yeah, like, and I just hate how
I hate Philly's
overhyped-
attitude too. But
I
I
don't
hate how
like Philly
overhyped
fans.
it is.
I don't like Philly fans. I don't like
Philly
Dallas
fans are
fans.
trash.
I hate Dallas
fans
fans
suck.
more though.
Yeah,
I do
Dallas
too.
fans are
I do
annoying as
too.
fuck.
But
They're
Bucs
probably
fans
the most
suck.
Yeah, we
annoying.
couldn't have a
They're
Dallas
probably
fan
the
on
most
the pod.
annoying. Yeah, they're probably the most annoying.
I don't even know I don't know a Dallas Cowboys fan.
I know
but you
one.
look at social media and all that. Dallas Cowboys fans suck.
I
ass.
wish I
Yeah.
didn't know a Dallas Cowboys.
I know one.
Do you know two?
I know one, but he's actually not that bad. So
Mine are all
surprising. Yeah, like so.
But if you look
Shout
at
out-
social
shout
media,
out Jacob. He's in our league. So yeah, the one good.
Oh
Dallas
wait,
Cowboys
yeah,
fan.
you're right. He is.
Yeah.
We are in a league with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one good. He doesn't. He doesn't fucking suck
don't.
him off hella like everyone else.
I don't even think we really.
He's on
consider
Dallas.
trade
We're all
offers.
on Philly.
So
We
yeah, let's
know
go.
what the
We're
best-
taking a fucking game.
That's a
on
free
Zane,
game.
bro.
That's a
Let's
free
get
game.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
we're getting a
fucking
game.
go.
We're getting a game on
Zane
Let's
taking
go,
a
boys.
fat L.
Let's go, boys.
Fuck yeah, dude.
We're getting a
The
game.
best game of the week, actually, though.
Yeah,
Sunday
so-
night, they got it right.
It's not
Sunday
the best game
night.
of the
Sunday
week.
night they got it right.
You think
I like
9:30 is
that.
better?
It's not the game. It's not the best game of the week because this game is Cincinnati.
No, he-
Yeah,
Buffalo.
that's what I'm saying. Cincinnati and Buffalo, best game
Yeah.
of the week.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking
Buffalo.
about Philly Dallas. I was like,
Cincinnati
nah.
Buffalo
This
line
game.
is Cincinnati -2. Go ahead, Bengals fan.
Come on,
Keep that
listen,
shit off,
Listen,
man.
all right. Evan was talking last week. Oh my God, Niners aren't going to lose 3 in a row. They're not going to lose 3 in a row. Cincinnati's not going to make the playoffs. That's what everybody's saying. Oh,
No,
Cincinnati.
they only have 39%
Cincinnati's not
chance
that
still,
good.
so.
Cincinnati, this, that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you've been saying. You've been
mean,
talking mad shit.
They
The Niners aren't
still
losing 3
might
in a
not
row.
make the playoffs.
Acting like Cincinnati isn't a Super Bowl contender. Acting like Cincinnati hasn't been to the AFC Championship back-to-back years. Acting like we weren't just in the Super Bowl and should have won it if Aaron Donald wasn't on slides. But I mean,
Which is facts. He was.
We-
That's crazy.
Joe Burrow's a owner in the city of Buffalo.
He's back.
He owns Buffalo.
He's fucking
Joe
back.
Burrow's all the way back. Cincinnati owns Buffalo. This is easy covering the two.
I mean-
We're all the way back. You doubted us last week against the Niners. We're all the way back. We're Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah,
Like-
he had his best game of the year. He had 283 yards, 3 tutties. He had an 87.5% completion record. I mean,
Like,
he's,
you can
he's
obviously-
good. Yeah,
How
it's
many
the best
rushing
game.
yards did he have?
Obviously, look.
Rushing yards?
Yeah.
What did I say? What did I say last week? I'm sorry. What have I been saying at the beginning of the year? The play calling was fucked up at the beginning of the year.
He had 43.
The play calling was
43
all
for Joe?
fucking out of sorts at the beginning of the year because I think the factor was Joe Burrow was a little hobbled. So they were trying to play call around that. But now Joe Burrow's fully back. Offensive coordinator Callahan and Zach Taylor have gotten their mind right. They're getting fucking the best goddamn wide receiver in the
Yeah,
goddamn
mention
fucking
that.
National Football League right now. The best fucking receiver in the National Football League, Jamar Chase, dominating right now. Dominating. Been on a tear. They're getting in the football. They're getting in the football. He's going to dominate Buffalo again this week. T. Higgins, if you go look at his stats against Buffalo, plays very well against Buffalo. Joe's going to throw for 300.
Well, I think
smoking.
Cincinnati's also
We're
coming in knowing that. Thinking about you didn't even mention last year. What happened to them last year? They didn't even get to finish the game.
Yeah, they didn't even let us fucking smoke them that week, and we would have got the fucking one seed, and we fucking Kansas City would have been playing us in Cincinnati, but no, fucking DeMar Hamlin sucks, but that shit happened, and they had canceled the game, and it's bullshit. So we're gonna go get our fucking revenge, and we're gonna go whoop on them like we fucking should have. But
yeah,
I'm not talking shit on DeMar Hamlin, no disrespect to DeMar Hamlin, but I'm just saying we should have fucking got to beat their ass, and we're gonna get to beat their ass.
I agree. For that reason, that's why.
On primetime football.
Since he's hot, I'm not betting against Joe this week. I mean, Josh Allen's been on and off the injury report. He is cleared and ready to go. I think it's gonna be a pretty fucking good game. It's gonna be a shootout. Both teams have pretty good defenses. I mean, Buffalo's defense sucks at stopping the run, but Cincinnati's not going to run the ball to win the game here.
Buffalo was talking about they want to do a coin flip and shit.
You know
Get
what?
the fuck out of here. We're about to go show you a coin flip.
I'm definitely on Cincy.
We're about to go show you a coin flip.
This shit ain't a coin flip. They definitely win by a field goal. I'd be pretty surprised if Buffalo.
A field goal?
Yeah, I think Cincy wins.
Okay, you want to hear my take? So, I'm also on Cincy -2.
Easy.
And so is Zane. So clean sweep.
But
listen. Blowout.
Blowout.
Yeah, 40 to 13, bro. Like that's what I'm talking about. The fucking Bengals are coming in. They're hype after beating the 49ers. Joe's fucking lit. He was fucking running. He was like, when he was getting the first downs, he was like, bitches, I'm fucking back. And then, like you said, Jamar.
Did you see him?
Yeah. Fucking, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
yeah.
Come on.
So he's like,
I just looked at his stats.
And fucking no, listen. Let me keep finishing. I gotta fucking keep going because they're fucking coming out and they're pissed.
Back.
They're pissed about that game last week. They've circled this shit on their calendar. They're fucking coming out on prime time. The fans are gonna be fucking juiced.
Have you seen
like that stadium's gonna be so loud?
Have you seen what we're doing for the stadium? No. Each section. Let me pull it up. Each section is they're doing orange black. They're doing this so the stadium's like. Stripe in this outfit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. They're going to be so fucking juiced.
It's going to be fire.
It's going to be loud as fuck. Like you said, Josh Allen's been on the injury report. Like the Bengals
0-3 against Joe Burrow in his career.
Exactly. 0-3 against Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's an owner in the city of Buffalo.
And the Bengals defense. The Bengals defense has
Aaron Rodgers owns Chicago, Cincinnati. Joe Burrow owns Buffalo.
Brock Purdy threw 3 picks, right?
Look at
or
that.
2 picks and a fumble. Oh, that's
gonna be
gas.
sweet.
That's
gonna be fire.
2 picks and a fumble for Brock Purdy last week, which Brock Purdy doesn't turn the ball over a lot. Josh Allen turns the ball over a fuck ton. I could see
the most underrated defense in the league.
Josh Allen,
defense in the league.
Yes.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Josh Allen, 3
turnovers.
3 turnovers, 4 or 5 turnovers. I could see total in this game. I think it's a rout.
Logan Wilson.
I think it's a fucking
Logan Wilson's tied for 3rd in the league in interceptions at linebacker, son. The best cover linebacker in the league.
This was going to happen.
Trey Hendrickson, Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, and Cam Taylor-Britt are all playing at all-pro level.
Yeah, this was going to happen.
All 4 of them.
All fucking Bengals are going to get up like 10 or 14, and then Josh Allen's going to be trying to do too much and fucking
Cam Taylor-Britt,
superstar,
is going to be picking them off.
I think it's
trying to run and fucking throw.
I think Josh Allen is definitely.
He's going to fumble.
He's going to 0-3.
Josh Allen fumbled. Josh Allen 2 picks. I'm probably going to fucking bet it. I'm betting it to fucking.
We're smoking them, dude.
40 to 16.
I'm playing Cincinnati's defense in fantasy this week.
Yeah.
Your guys'
we're getting 3 turnovers off that offense.
Want to flip. But I'm not going to. I still like Cincy. I think it's going to be a lot
closer. I'm telling you.
Josh Allen knows he's 0-3. He knows everyone's saying, oh, we own Buffalo. They're coming into Cincy. I'm with you. I like that Cincy knows that
we're going to
win this game. They want to prove that they would have won it had the one.
We want to prove to the fucking world that we're still fucking them. This team's still got to play us.
It's a must-win for
Cincy. Fuck Buffalo. You got to play us.
It is a
must-win for Super Bowl contender. We've been to the AFC Championship back-to-back years. We smoked you in the playoffs last week.
This is a must-win.
Every game's a must-win in the National Football League.
Yeah, but
every game's a must-win in the National Football League.
Their schedule. They need
and we know that this team knows that. Zach Taylor's told this team that. Zach Taylor might not be the best fucking coordinator, the best offensive play caller, or the best defensive play caller, but that's a fucking motivator. Yeah. That's a fucking leader of men. Zach Taylor's a fucking great coach. Joe Burrow's the best fucking quarterback in the league. Fuck Patrick Mahomes. This is a Super Bowl contender. We're winning the fucking Super Bowl. We're gonna go smoke the fucking Buffalo Bills on prime time.
Yeah,
At
smoking.
Smoking.
I hope they win.
Smoking that fucking Bills pack.
Dude, I almost want to fucking go, and I'm not even a Bengals fan. Like, you know how fucking fun
It's
that
gonna
game
be dope. I'm excited.
That game would be
Sunday night,
so
I'll be home.
fun, bro.
Dude, we're gonna
Like,
smoke them.
God, that'd be lit.
I'm so excited for this game.
All right. Yeah, me too. I'm glad I get to watch. Next game, Los Angeles Chargers to wrap it up at New York Jets. The Chargers are favored -3.5 here. I'll go because I think I'm the only lone wolf, but we'll see. I got Los Angeles covering the spread, and because simply for the fact that it's my gut feeling. I think the Chargers have a good game, and I think they win by like 6 against the Jets. I think this could be a high-scoring game because the Jets, they're not bad on offense, but the Chargers aren't good on defense. But then I think the Chargers' offense is pretty solid enough to at least put some points on the Jets' defense, even though the Jets' defense is pretty good.
See,
But it's just a gut feeling game. I'm going Los Angeles.
This is an easy. I'm not a fan of Staley. I think Staley's a horrible coach.
He is. I agree.
He's
trash.
the fact that McDaniels just got fired. He's now the worst coach in the league.
in my opinion, too.
He's
Yeah,
next on the
yeah.
chopping block.
Yeah.
He's
So
getting fired this week when they lose to the
That's what I'm
Jets. Let me
saying.
just say.
I think this
He's
is going to
not
be a
getting fired,
classic Chargers game. They're at home, or they're
No, it's in New
they're-
York.
Sorry, they're going on the road. They're going to come out in the first quarter, first half, look decent because the Jets' offense isn't good, and it's going to be like, oh, okay, they can win this game. They're winning by 4 going into half, 14-10, and then they're going to fucking blow it. Justin Fields is going to turn the ball over 3 times.
And Herbert.
Sorry, I'm fucking been too many Miller Lights. Fucking Herbert's gonna turn the ball over 3 times. Fucking that Staley's gonna lose his mind, not know what he's doing. The Jets defense is gonna take over and cover the 3.5, and Staley gets fired. Staley gets fired after this game.
When I look at the Jets' last 4 games, they lose to the Chiefs by 3 at home. They beat the Broncos on the road. They beat the Eagles at home. So they've had 2 really good teams that they've played really good at home. They beat the Giants by 3 last week. Zach Wilson still didn't turn the ball over. He's looked pretty good the last 2 weeks for what the Jets need. I think their defense is elite. I think they're underrated as an overall squad. That locker room, everything I see is they're all in on Zach Wilson at the moment, and they're all in with their coach. I like the Chargers to upset Monday Night Football. I think this is kind of just you look at paper. Yeah, Chargers are supposed to be good.
The Jets to upset?
Yeah, the Jets to upset.
Yeah,
you said Chargers.
But
the Jets to upset. But I mean, you look at paper, the Chargers should have they have a better roster. But I think they're just held back so much. They're only 3-4.
Staley's
Their wins are against the Bears,
He is
the
us.
Vikings, the Raiders, and the Titans. Anytime they play anybody good, they've lost to the Dolphins. They lost to the Cowboys.
But the Dolphins game was close. I mean,
they're just 3-4.
so was the
They're not
Cowboys
that
game.
good.
The Cowboys game was close too.
I'm just done with the Chargers. To me, they're just not that
I'm
good.
done
of a
with
team. They're
Staley.
held back. I'm done with Staley.
Staley is trash.
I think the Jets have more momentum coming in. They're at home. I think 3.5 is too much. I mean, I just like 3.5. I'm definitely taking plus 3.5, but I think Jets are going to win outright.
Yeah,
and they're going
I
to.
do too.
They've played. I mean, the last 2 good teams they played at home are the Chiefs and the Eagles, and they beat the Eagles. And they only lost the Chiefs by 3. So they're definitely in this game. 3.5 is too much. 3.5 is too much. I think the Jets are winning.
They thought Staley was going to come in and be the guy to get Herbert over the hump and make this a good football team with a great roster. They have a good roster on paper. But last year, they go in and they have a 27-point lead against Jacksonville and blow it in the playoffs. And then you come out this season and you lose I think they're going to lose the Jets, so you're going to start 3-5.
Yeah,
he's getting
fired,
fired.
for sure.
He's getting fired.
'Cause then
3-4. They shouldn't be 3-4.
No, they
right
should
now.
not.
They should be 4-3, 5-2, competing against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Titans. I was wrong when I spoke about it. They lost to the Titans.
Yeah,
That was
they
like
should be
like
4-3,
They lost to the Raiders as well.
5-2, competing with the Chiefs for that
That's
division
tough.
with that roster, but they're not because
They beat
Staley
the
is holding
Bears
them
and the
back.
Vikings. That's the Bears and the Vikings and the Bears, Vikings. Who else have they beat?
It's definitely more.
Like playing, look at if you look at Herbert's putting up numbers. Keenan Allen is still putting up numbers at his age. Like the Austin Eckler is one of the best backs in the league. but they keep
they did beat the Raiders,
but they keep somehow
yeah.
losing, and they keep somehow blowing games and having bad records, going 8-8, 9-8, and 10-7, having bad records with a great roster. Khalil Mack, fucking.
It's a week another coach gets fired.
Like,
We're on board.
But
he's done.
What's
There, he's not.
if everybody else is playing well, but they're losing games? What has to be the reason?
It's
The fucking head coach. He sucks. Fire him. Get him out of there. And maybe the Chargers can do
Listen,
something.
I totally agree with everything you say. I just he's not gonna get fired. Like I just no, they don't.
Why not?
Herbert throws for 4,000 yards every year, but they still haven't won a playoff game.
Why can't they?
What's
fire
happening?
Everybody else wants to fire him.
What's
Why isn't they
happening?
firing him?
But who? I feel like only the fans are saying fire him. The players love him.
Who else wants to?
I mean,
Bro,
Josh McDaniels. Everyone
Eckler's
fucking
running
hated
for
that guy.
Eckler's running for 1,200, catching 90 balls. Herbert's throwing for 4,000, and they
listen.
can't win a playoff
With that
game.
roster, they have
What
to
the
win.
fuck is happening?
I don't know how they
Khalil
can't.
Mack's getting 12 sacks a year. Like Derwin James is a great safety. What is happening?
Listen, I agree. I think they should fire him. I'm just saying they're not going to. Not yet. They're gonna.
I think when they lose to the Jets, when they're supposed to be favored, they go to 3-5. They came in. They did not.
It depends
their
on
expectations this year were
I don't
not
know.
to go 3-5.
I just don't think he just doesn't have like Josh McDaniels. The players were talking shit about him. The Raiders were just a dumpster fire. Fucking he needed to go. But the Chargers, the players love Staley. He's just. I mean, they're not on bad terms right now. I think that they'll give him. They'll either give him.
How you don't think
I think they'll give him the whole season.
His seat is red hot.
I mean, yes, I think they'll give him the whole season. If they miss the playoffs or lose in the first round again, they'll be out. I don't think they're making the playoffs.
If he makes it the full season, they might win 6 games.
Yeah.
So what? Fire him.
No,
I'm
yeah.
fire him.
No.
Fire him.
Yeah.
He should be fired once they lose.
I don't think. No, he's
whether he's your coach or you bring in an interim, you're not making the playoffs.
So we'll see.
Get him out of there.
We'll see after this week, folks.
Restart.
He was fucking right about that one. I mean, everything you guys are saying, it makes me want to bet New York, but nah, I'm just sticking with my gut here. I think they keep rolling.
Zane's on the Jets too.
Yeah, so I got 2 lone wolves. Hopefully, both of them smack.
Let's wrap it up with the lock of the week, which we know is smacking. I think
I love it.
I haven't been more confident since the week it smacked.
I love it this week, boys. I love it.
So I'm gonna lead off with the pattern I've seen. I love it. 9:30. I think it's high scoring. We both said it. Kelsey touchdown. I also debated between Tyreek, but the pattern that Kelsey's been on is he didn't score last week, so you know he's getting in the end zone this week. He is continued to prove to be a 13 target guy. His over/under on receptions is 7.5, so he's gonna catch.
You guys think Taylor
in the end zone?
You guys think
Kelsey
Taylor,
touchdown?
You think Taylor pops up in Germany?
Huh?
You think Taylor pops up in Germany?
I don't know if she'll be there.
She
might.
She pops up in Germany?
She might because
she got a PJ. She got a PJ and go anywhere in the world, son.
Trust me, we'll know. We'll know.
She got 3-4 PJs.
We will know if she's there.
She got 3-4 now.
Come on, 3-4.
We'll know if she's there.
The whole team probably riding on her.
So we got one TD prop, Kelsey, and then since we got another TD prop with Zane's, I'll throw it in here. He's doing Hurts anytime touchdown. He thinks the tush push is coming out this week, so that's another one.
I love it.
Let's go.
Sir,
big fans of the tush push. This podcast, big fans of the tush push.
Tush push is
Can't stop it, suck it up. Can't stop it, suck it up.
Then if it was so easy, everybody would do it.
Yep.
So why we gotta make a rule?
Facts.
Because one team is so good at doing it. Like we've seen, there's been QBs over the year that have been pretty good at sneaking the ball.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. He gets that 1-2 yards, but Hurts is a whole new level. Hurts is a whole new level. It's unstoppable. They get to the 1 or 2 yard line with 2 or 3 snaps. He's scoring. I love it. Hurts study for sure. What you got?
Love it.
So my lock of the week probably gave it away fucking earlier, but Cincinnati money line. Easiest lock I think
Bengals. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
Hooday!
I can't complain.
Hooday!
We're all on the Bengals at -2, so for sure.
Yeah, they're winning this week for sure.
Hooday!
Big game.
Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Hooday! Who they think gonna beat them Bengals?
Must win.
Nobody!
Let's go.
Let's go!
All right, Mr. 6-1, round this up.
Yeah, 6-1. fucking nobody's better. Who else would you get a lock from in the world? I'm on a fucking heater. Nobody has a better record than me. Nobody's 7-0 or 8-0, 7-0. I'm 6-1. Best record in the world has to be on a fucking heater. Keep riding with me. It's Raiders money line. Interim head coach game. Interim head coach game. You bet the interim head coach. They're 14-9 straight up. 14-9 straight up in their first game. We saw it last year with the Panthers. We saw it last year with Jeff Saturday. We saw it the year with the Raiders got fired. That interim head coach went on to lead them to the playoffs. Interim head coach game. Fucking
Aiden O'Connell's your guy.
I'm
riding regardless.
Yeah.
Aiden O'Connell's my guy.
You heard the
Raiders win this game easy. Give me the Raiders money.
I like it.
I think my
the
least
Giants
favorite
suck.
pick. My
Giants
least favorite pick
suck.
on this lock of the week is
Daniel
the Raiders
Jones
money
is-
line, but it gives us
Daniel
some
Jones
juice.
is back. Thank God.
I can't bitch about
Thank
Shaq.
God Daniel
Right?
Jones is starting quarterback for the
Right.
Giants.
Tyrod Taylor would
Thank
actually
God.
probably get a little work.
Tyrod Taylor led the Bills to the fucking playoffs.
All right, so
once.
four-legger, 10 pays or returns 110, so we're at plus 1,000.
I might throw.
Plus what, dude? When I placed it and I saw plus 1,000 on the dot, I was like, I love it.
I love it.
I-
1-0-0.
I might
On the
throw.
dot,
On the
1,000.
dot. It's money
Love
this
it.
week.
I might throw 25 on it.
You got some free bet in there? You got some money in
No,
there?
I don't. No, I don't. I'm just that confident.
I'm loving it. I can't wait
Fuck
for
it,
this
I'll throw 50 on it.
Like you said, we got
Psych.
9:30 to recap. We got 9:30 in the morning. We're waking up. Miami, Kansas City.
Let's
Baller. 1 o'clock, Seattle, Baltimore. Nice. 4 o'clock, Dallas, Philly. Can't wait to see fucking Dallas get their ass kicked. And then we get ready for Cincy, Buffalo. I'm so excited for this game. And then Monday, I mean, I don't mind the game Monday. It's a great week of football. To me, it's been the best slate we've had all year. I'm so excited.
I'm excited to
Super
watch
hyped
the
this
Panthers
week.
at 4. Kind of. I don't know.
I'll be rooting for them when I'm just looking at their stats.
Oh,
on my
we're gonna
fantasy
be
app,
fucking.
but
We're gonna be. Oh, Adam Thielen's gonna have a huge game.
I think he will too.
Sucks. Let's go. I'm gonna just go prediction time. 11 catches for 137,
See, I was looking
137
surprised you didn't
yards
go back to
and 2 touchdowns.
I'm surprised you didn't go back to him for your lot.
Zach Moss, 115 and a score. Jonathan Taylor, 125 and a score.
No, not even close.
Smoking them.
I'll say Zach Moss.
That's so many yards on the ground. That's like NFL record yards on the ground. For
I like a big day out of
That's like so many
I
yards.
like a big day out of Zay Flowers.
like 300
I like a
yards
big
on
day
the
out of
ground.
Mark
I hope.
Andrews.
I hope.
The Seattle secondary is sus. Lamar Jackson is playing good. He's throwing the ball at a very accurate rate this year. The receivers were dropping the ball earlier in the year. They're hot. I love Baltimore at -6. I'm probably straight betting that this week. I'm obviously going to hammer Philly -3 because, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. What about you? Besides Cincy, what are you looking forward to, Chad?
I'm really excited for this Germany game. Love it. I'm
Yeah, me too.
excited
I'd
for
kick it off at 9 in the morning.
KC Miami's gonna be a great game. Then obviously Philly Dallas. But like you said, I'm gonna probably this week out of my picks. I don't bet every pick, but I'm gonna bet KC. I'm gonna bet Philly. Obviously already bet Cincinnati and the Raiders. But then I'm also thinking about. I was thinking about Cardinals, but then that got me off because
Watson's playing this
that's what I was
week.
gonna say. I just got announced today that Watson's playing, so I'm gonna off Cardinals, and I'm probably gonna go with the Falcons. Like I said, I don't like the 4, but I'm probably gonna bet
I'd
Falcons
stay
this
away
week.
if I was
Like
you.
I'm
I'm
probably
going to stay
gonna.
away from -4.
That's probably a parlay I'm gonna cook up. Is
I go with the Jets instead of the Falcons for real.
no, I'm gonna take. I like Heineke. I'm gonna take Falcons, Raiders, and Eagles in a parlay. I was already looking.
I
at
might
the
take.
odds.
I think I might take my 2 lone wolves and my team.
Hell yeah.
3
I'm waiting. I'm not gonna place that till Sunday because I'm hoping this Falcons line change. But I was already looking at the odds for the -4.
We'll see.
I think I'm just gonna
Raiders
straight up
money
money
line,
line.
Eagles -3.
I think I'm just
I
going
was
straight up
already looking
money
at the
line
odds.
for those for mine. Miami, Carolina, Chargers, taking it. Boom. And I might throw in Cincinnati since it's my lock.
Yeah,
Give me a
I
nice
always double
four-legger.
down on my lock every week.
Yeah, give me a nice 4-legger. Throw fucking 30 on it.
Yeah.
Bang. I love just throwing like a 3 or 4 leg, just like one of them, and like so that's like the only
That's
one.
all you
you're
got.
like, you're just
Yeah,
like,
you just hope it doesn't end at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fucking trash.
But,
All right, boys.
All right,
Let's get outta
boys.
here.
That's probably gonna sign us off for tonight. So thank y'all for tuning in, like, subscribe. So we'll see y'all next week. Have a good week 9 in the NFL. It's gonna be a fun one, and go Panthers.
Let's get it.